Let's head out now to News Nation's Kelly Meyer. She is live at the United Nations in New York. And Kelly, there are new developments in a Security Council resolution that Isabel mentioned aimed at bringing more aid to Gaza, as well as the fate of one of the American hostages taken on October 7th.
Yeah, hey there, Kelly. And Isabel touched on a bit of it there. We are here at the UN in New York City, and this is where they just came to this resolution. This comes after days of delays, really on the part of the United States. The council had to work along with officials in Washington to get to this resolution, which will increase the amount of aid getting into Gaza. The 15-member council of it, 13 voted for this, 0 against, but 2 abstained. That includes the U.S., along with Russia. Now, the final resolution did not include calls for a ceasefire, which is something that the White House has said they do not want to see a permanent ceasefire. They believe that this would give Hamas the chance to regroup and then come back even harder against Israel. The resolution also dropped the original call for the, quote, suspension of hostilities between Israel and Hamas. Now, Russia criticized that draft resolution in that text where they saw this, saying that the council is essentially giving the Israeli armed forces complete freedom to move to clear the Gaza Strip. Now, the U.S. vetoed a Russian amendment that would have restored a call for a suspension of hostilities. And today, with the U.S. abstaining, it avoided a full veto, which we've seen before from the U.S., and that would have sent it back to the council, back to square one. And this comes after a week and a half of intense high-level negotiations.
This was tough, but we got there. Since the start of this conflict, the United States has worked tirelessly to alleviate this humanitarian crisis, to get life-saving assistance into Gaza and to get hostages out of Gaza, to push for the protection of innocent civilians and humanitarian workers, and to work towards a lasting peace.
The ambassador also spoke about how appalled she was. She says that some members of the council refused to condemn Hamas, saying, quote, I will never understand why some council members have stayed silent in the face of such evil. This, as we're learning today, of a U.S. dual citizen taken hostage by Hamas has died in Gaza. The Hostage and Missing Families Forum said a 73-year-old Israeli U.S. dual citizen died in captivity. We have the numbers here of who we believe and the U.S. believes is still remaining at the hands of Hamas. 5 to 8 U.S. citizens believed to be held at the hands of Hamas. The White House telling us they are in serious discussions to bring them home.
We're working at that literally by the hour. We have had some serious discussions in recent days about maybe getting back into another pause and a hostage deal, but unfortunately I don't have specific progress to report to.
Now, some members of the council here say that this is still not the perfect text. They say they would still like to see the language and call for a ceasefire, they say, to stop the suffering. Kelly.
All right, Kelly Meyer, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.